So welcome back. Now in next module we will see the numerical. So in last module we have seen the efficiency of spiral gear, that is cos of theta plus phi plus cos of alpha 1 minus alpha 2 minus phi divided by cos of theta minus phi plus cos of alpha 2 minus alpha 1 plus phi. This is the efficiency of spiral gear, and maximum efficiency is cos theta plus phi plus 1 divided by cos theta minus phi plus 1. And condition for maximum efficiency is alpha 1 equal to theta plus phi by 2 and alpha 2 equal to theta minus phi by 2, where phi is angle of friction and theta is the sharp angle. So we will see the numerical so that we can better understand. So write down this numerical. So two spiral gears in mesh have the following data. Tan inverse mu is equal to 6 degree. Normal pitch is 19 mm. Shaft angle is 50 degree. Speed ratio is 2. Approximate center distance is given, that is equal to 37.5 centimeter. And for the same spiral angles, so same hand of helix of the driver and driver wheel, determine exact center distance, number 2, number of tick on each wheel, and number 3, efficiency. So read the problem 2 times and write down the given data. So here tan inverse mu is given is equal to 6 degree. So don't be panic, this is nothing but angle of friction. So phi equal to tan inverse mu, that is equal to 6 degree. Now normal pitch is equal to 19 mm, so Pn is 19 mm. So J equal to T2 by T1 equal to 2. Shaft angle 50 degree, theta is 50 degree. Approximate center distance L approximate equal to 37.5 centimeter. Converted to mm, 375 mm. Now here it is condition is mentioned, same spiral angle. So alpha 1 equal to alpha. So now normal pitch is given, so we can calculate normal model. So normal pitch, circular pitch divided by pi, so Pn by pi, 19 by pi, it is coming 6.048. Just check the answer with the calculator. Now here, assuming teeth on spiral gears of the same hand of helix, so for same hand of helix, we know that theta equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. So 50 equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. Now and in this problem it is given same spiral angle, so alpha 1 equal to alpha 2, therefore alpha 1 is 25 and alpha 2 is 25 degree. Now approximate center distance equal to, so we are having formula mn t1 upon 2 in bracket 1 by cos alpha 1 plus g by cos alpha 2, or m by 2 is equal to t2 by cos alpha and t1 by cos alpha 2. So like this we are having center distance formula. So just I have taken T1 common outside and written this formula. So G is nothing but T2 by T1. So it is given 375. Then model already we have calculated. Into T1 by 2. T1 we don't know. Alpha 1 and alpha 2 we know. So we got the answer. T1 equal to 37.26. Number of teeth cannot be in fraction. So therefore it is 30. So here ratio T2 by T1 is equal to 2. So 2 is equal to T2 by 38. So T2 is 76. Now exact center distance mn into T1 by T1 by cos of 1 plus g by cos of 2. By putting this value, we got exact center distance 379.87 mm. Students, check the answer with the LCM. But procedure is same. Now it is asked efficiency. So efficiency of spiral gear, we are having this equation cos of theta plus phi plus cos of alpha 1 minus alpha 2 minus phi divided by cos of theta minus phi plus cos of alpha 2 minus alpha plus phi. After putting this theta, phi, alpha 1 and alpha 2 in this equation, we got the answer 0.9065 multiplied by 100. So we got 90.65%. So efficiency is 95.65%. Now here I have shown in this slide. So forces condition for maximum efficiency, we know alpha 1 equal to theta plus phi by 2 and theta minus phi by 2. If you consider triangle PAB, So axial thrust on the driver, that is axial force, it is given by F into sine alpha 1 minus phi. And if we consider triangle PCD, so axial force or axial thrust on the driven gear, it is F2 equal to F into sine alpha 2 plus phi. Now this way you can solve number of problems. So I will give the problems in the assignment. So solve that. Now next is worm and worm. So this is another type of gear, worm and worm gear. If you see this figure carefully, this is a, you can find a horizontal member and having some threads on it. So this element is known as worm. Whereas another element is a circular disc having the teeth on its periphery. This is called as worm. So here, this is the figure for worm and worm. You have to draw it in your notebook. Worm and worm gears are used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft, which are non-intersecting, but their axes are normally right angles to each other. So this is the condition. If such type of condition is there, in that condition, these gears are used. What is worm? So worm is a, already told you, a threaded screw. So it is a threaded screw, and worm gear is a toothed gear. Generally, worm having a 1 to 8 teeth. So worm is having only 1 to 8 teeth. Where it is used? This worm and worm gears or worm and worm wheel is used in material handling equipment. It is used in material handling equipment. Then in machine tool, then marine gearbox, cranes, hoist, etc. What is the specialty? Its specialty is this worm and worm wheel having high speed reduction ratio. Is having high speed reduction ratio, that is 100 s to 1. Now before going in detail, first we have to see the terminology of worm. So we will see terminology of worm, not worm, terminology of worm. Now I have drawn the worm here like this. So here there are threads I have drawn. So try to draw this figure in your notebook. Here it is the axial pitch between distance between the two consecutive threads. And axial pitch nothing but D2. So lead is denoted by L. Here D2. Now here I am using the notation D1 1 for work wheel and 2 for work. Please consider this properly. Here 2 for worm, 1 for work wheel. So pitch circle diameter of worm, this is the pitch circle diameter of worm, and it is denoted by D. Here it is a, I have shown the lead angle. So angle del, lead angle is denoted by del, and another angle is there here. It is, so it is angle is helix angle alpha 2, or also this angle is called as spiral angle. Now what is axial pitch? E. So axial pitch is nothing but it is the distance measured along the axis. Distance measured along the axis from a point of 1 to the corresponding point on adjacent. So the axial pitch of worm is equal to circular pitch of worm here. Please remember this. Axial pitch of worm is equal to circular pitch of worm. The next terminology is lead, denoted by capital L. So it is the distance moved by a point on the helical profile. What is that? It is the distance moved by a point on the helical profile when worm is rotated through one revolution. When worm is rotated through one revolution. So mathematically it is expressed as n equal to n into p. So what is n? N is number of stars. How many number of stars? And Pa is axial pitch. So this equation you have to remember, lead equal to n into p. Pa is axial pitch. Third terminology, lead angle denoted by del. It is the angle between tangent to the helix and line normal to the axis of the worm. The angle between tangent to the ellipse and line normal to the axis of the worm. So it is given by, so del equal to pi by 2 minus alpha, where alpha 2 is spiral angle of worm. Here I have drawn this figure for understanding. So this is the pi into d2, so pi r, you can say circumference, and this is the l, so this is del. Here, when one thread of the worm is developed, it becomes the hypotenuse of the triangle. Whose base is equal to circumference of the worm. Base is equal to what? Circumference of the worm. And altitude is equal to lead of the worm. And altitude is equal to what? Lead of the worm. Therefore, from this we can write down tan del equal to L upon pi d. Understood? Tan del equal to L upon pi d. L is lead of the worm and d2 is the circle diameter of. Now, if alpha 1 is the spiral angle of worm here, see I have told you, I have used 1 for worm here and 2 for worm. So then shaft angle is equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2 equal to 90. Here shaft angle is always 90 degree, theta is 90 degree always. So alpha 1 plus alpha 2 equal to 90 degree. From, and therefore alpha 1 equal to 90 minus alpha. From equation 1 and 3 you can write. So this is 3 and this is equation 1. So this is 90 minus alpha 2. So we can write alpha 1 equal to what? 90 minus alpha 2. So alpha 1 is nothing but what? Del, that is lead angle. So spiral angle of worm here is nothing but lead angle of worm. Spiral angle of worm here, alpha 1 is nothing but lead angle of worm. Del. Now velocity ratio and center distance between the worm here. So center distance here, the circle diameter d2, the circle diameter of worm is d1. Now axial pitch A equal to L, center distance is L here. Let us say R1 is the radius of circle radius of worm wheel, and here P equal to L, the pitch, axial pitch and circular pitch of worm wheel is equal to nothing but theta 1 is the, let us say it is the angle. So theta 2 will be the angle turned by the worm in one revolution, which is given by theta 2 equal to 2 pi. Theta 2 angle turned by the worm in one revolution, which is equal to 2 pi. And here when the worm turned by theta 2 in one revolution, then the angle turned by worm is theta 1, and which is given by theta 1 equal to L by R1. So next portion we will see in the next class.